What's up, guys? I made a mistake. I changed the cam sensor on this car, but really we had a code for solenoid. So let's take off this cap. I'm going to show you guys. Got my part here, so let's bring the part over. This is like a $60 piece right here. We're going to open this up and see it all together. But let's open this baby up. Okay, we're going to go right here. And what we're going to do is you need to get a plier, move this. And I usually do this by hand, and it comes right off. But use a plier to move that clamp off. I'm gonna have to do that when I put it back in. Let's remove this. Once you take off the oil cap as well, which I got sitting right here, you should be able to lift this up really hard. It's held in by grommets, and make sure you get it back in really good, or you're gonna have a vacuum leak. Okay, so this is the solenoids right here. Okay, this is what we're looking at right here. And to take these babies off, you need to pull up on this green tab here. So let me go get something. Even the screwdriver should work. So let's see. Okay, so let's pull this baby up, and then you can squeeze the tab in the center here. Once you squeeze that, your connector should lift out. Okay, with one hand, it's a different story. Okay, all right, let's lift up this a tiny bit more. Okay, there you go. And so usually these go bad often on these cars. This is exhaust. We got a code for the exhaust. Exhaust is back here, intake is here. So if you have a code for intake, it's this one right here. Very simple. We're gonna go get a number 10mm socket, and let's open this baby up. Let's see what's up in here. This is the part that we got. It's a big box. So if you guys want to get this guy, see if there's a part number here. There it is. Anyways, let's see what's in the box. Small box in a box. Exhaust is going to tell you just like that. VTS 107 exhaust. Okay, it's going to be a bag in there. I know that for sure because I changed a few of these. So this is what this baby look like. This is what's in the bag. Let's leave this alone right here. So we are going to put a little bit of oil on this seal, but let's go get a number 10mm socket. Okay, when I got my electric gun with the 10mm and extension, you don't need to be that long. It's okay, but right in there, you have a 1 bolt right there. It's a 10mm bolt. Okay, let's pull that out. You don't want to drop that bolt inside. So if it stays with the actuator, solenoid, whatever you want to call it, let it stay. And after that, you want to just try to wiggle this guy out of there. So it's not going to be so easy. So wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's how it's going to be. And I might get a needle nose, try to pull it out. Let's give it a shot. So when I got a needle nose, let's try to grab the bottom end over here and try to turn it a bit right, left. I just don't want to break it. Sometimes you never know when things are not going to go your way and you have to stick everything back together just the way it was. But there you go. So just grab that with the needle nose. What I did was I grabbed that tip right there and I just moved it around. I'm sure you guys should be able to wiggle waggle, but that's what this baby looked like. These will fail over time. So we're gonna replace this guy on this. If you got a Malibu, Sonic, they're all the same. Let's leave this baby right here. And if you want to put oil in it, good. I got oil in my hand, so that's just a seal. Make sure none of that dirt is there. So you want to be careful. Even though there's dirt there, just let it sit to the side because it's not going to bother us because you can't really clean in there. So once this baby goes in there, what you want to do is we want to take our socket here and we want to capture the threads, okay? Make sure the solenoid is pushed down flush. I would recommend change them both at the same time because they will fail. If one fails, the other one is ready to go. So let me gather the socket. And here it goes. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. That's what this baby looked like. And now we're gonna just put the intake back on, but make sure you don't forget the connector right here. Okay, so that's the connector right there. So what you do is you take this connector, let it click in, and push this tab in, and let's remove all this stuff out of the way. You want to take your intake, make sure it sits on this guy right here, that guy right there, and once you have those 2 points set, with one hand it is going to be tough for me. Once you put this cover on, make sure it sits pretty good here. You see it's a little bit off, and once you have that on, your throttle body should be sitting really good here. So you're gonna push this down, put this in, put this clamp in, make sure everything is flush, make sure you put the cap on, and just make sure you don't lose any vacuum for that. Make sure that thing is really good over there, and you're all done. Reset the light, bada bing, bada boom, and thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one.